Arguably the most desired truck currently on the market, the all-new Gen 3 2025 Ford Raptor. Equipped with a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6, paired up with a 10-speed transmission. In today's video, we have it strapped down here on the dyno at Burger Motorsports HQ, ready to get its baseline dyno numbers, with the truck being completely stock other than the all-new Burger Motorsports dual oil catch can kit. From factory, Ford claims 450 horsepower to the crank, 510 torque. We've got it strapped down, ready to go on the dyno. Let's see how much power this thing makes completely stock. Here's a stock baseline run on the all-new Gen 3 Ford Raptor. .386 wheel horsepower, 474 wheel torque. Now that we got our baseline dyno run out of the way, let's go ahead and grab the JB4 out of the box, throw it onto the truck, and begin testing with 91 octane still in the tank on JB4 Map 1.
Jason finished installing the JB4 system. Just wanted to remind you guys, it is only a simple 3 connection. We're doing the last one right now, the OBD2. So we're gonna tuck the JB4 away right now in this corner. We'll zip tie it aside, and we're gonna connect the OBD2 like so.
Now that the JB4 is all installed, let's go ahead and run it on JB4 Map 1 with 91 octane in the tank. Here is JB4 Map 1 on a Gen 3 Raptor. 413 wheel horsepower, 527 wheel torque. We're looking at almost nearly 30 wheel horsepower gain and over 50 foot-pounds of torque to the tire.
Cool, we just got finished running map 1. I'm gonna check the log right now that we got the data log and the JB4 connected. Everything is looking good. Timing looks pretty good. A little bit of corrections, but that is normal on 91 octane. We're adding 3 PSI over to stock. So I see about 21 PSI peak, tapering down to around 17 PSI. Looks pretty good. I say we turn it up to map 2. We'll still leave it on 91 octane, and let's see how much we can get on map 2, even though it's set for 93 octane. But regardless, let's go ahead and run it.
And here we are on JB4 Map 2 on the Gen 3 Raptor. 424 wheel horsepower, 536 wheel torque. Picked up another 11 wheel horsepower and 10 wheel torque, which is completely expected, just going up another pound and boost. Typically we can see around 10 to 15 wheel horsepower by about each PSI added on the same fuel.
It is the next day here. I forgot to go over the map 2 log with the 91 octane. I'm gonna go over it right now. And as I'm looking, 22 PSI peak, tapering down to around 18 PSI. Timing corrections, yeah, we see some timing corrections. So now I'm gonna go ahead, add a little bit of E85 so we can bring that octane up to 93. And then we're gonna go ahead, redo map 2 on 93 octane for what it's set for, and we'll see what gains we get back on the dyno. Did like a little study or like a video. Women don't do that at the gas pump. They don't do the, because they don't.
Now that we just put a bit of E85 into the tank, bringing the total octane rating to around 93, let's go ahead and run JB4 Map 2 and see how it performs. Here is JB4 Map 2 on the Gen 3 Raptor, now with 93 octane in the tank. Resulting in 437 wheel horsepower, 545 wheel torque.
Perfect. Map 2 on 93 octane yielded almost another 15 horsepower and 10 torque with no added boost, just higher octane. This just shows how important it is to have the highest octane rating or requirement rating for the correct map that you're in. Now we're gonna go ahead and install our CanFlex kit. This is going to give us the actual readout of our ethanol content from the tank leading into the engine. Before I go ahead and install the CanFlex, I want to go ahead and add some more E85. So once everything primes through and I connect it, I want to make sure I get the correct reading. Hold on. Now before I go ahead and start installing the CanFlex kit, I wanted to discuss the dual OCC setup that you guys saw earlier and the reason for it. It is going to stop the oil vapors from going through your intake tracks and through your charge pipe, preventing from lowering your octane and making sure you get the maximum performance. Now let's go ahead and throw on the CanFlex kit. Let me change my angle a little bit. No, don't get too close. Oh no! Get my leg. Oh, I told you.
I was about to grab it.
It already happened. Oh. Now that we finished getting everything installed and wired in, we're gonna go ahead and connect it so you can see in action our ethanol content. Ah. Perfect. My calculations were right. E30 right on the dot. And that is why we installed the CanFlex kit. So you know exactly what you're putting in and exactly what you're getting out.
After filling up with the 85 and getting the CanFlex kit installed, we let the truck run for about 5 minutes or so. So visually seeing that 30% ethanol on the CanFlex LED won't show up for about a few minutes of running the truck and letting the fuel all cycle through. With all that being said, let's go ahead and run JB4 MAP 3 now with E30 in the tank. Here's JB4 MAP 3 with E30 in the tank. 450 wheel horsepower, 562 wheel torque.
The MAP 3 dyno graph looks fantastic, along with the log as well. The E30, the higher octane, it does magic for these boosted cars, like I said earlier. Look at the torque, gobs of torque all over the power band, and the power looks fantastic. Now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and shift this to MAP 4. MAP 3 to MAP 4 is a pretty big jump. So let's see how much more gains we can get on MAP 4 with the way the car sits right now with no mods besides the JB4.
Thank you guys for all the support you guys have continued to give us over the past few years. Surprisingly, 95% of you guys that are watching this video aren't subscribed yet. It's free. Go ahead and drop a subscribe, like, and comment down below. We appreciate all the continued support over the years. JB4, MAP 4 with E30 in the tank. 463 wheel horsepower, 620 wheel torque. Looking at the graph here, looks past about 5,000 RPM, kind of coming in really strong at 5,500. Starting to get a little wavy. Let's go ahead and talk to Pime and see what that's all about.
We are hitting a peak boost of 24 pounds and tapering off down to 20 at redline. We got massive torque gains, and horsepower could be better. However, we are hitting a limitation right now, and that limitation is our high pressure fuel pump. So we're out of fuel volume. We have a little trick up our sleeves to alleviate this on the next video, where we go ahead and install a JB4 Pro, some EWG wires, and O2 biasing. That will help us get more boost, adjust the AFRs so we can get more fuel volume in the end.
We got the truck off the dyno next day here. We wanted to show you guys the difference between JB4 MAP 0 and then JB4 on MAP 4 with E30. Obviously, it's still got E30 in the tank when we're doing these MAP 0 runs. So no, it might make an extra 15 wheel horsepower just because of that. All right, here we are on JB4 MAP 0 to start. Jason, let's go ahead and see it. Wow, gotta say, it still gets out of the hole really well for being completely stock there. These trucks look so freaking good. I know the TRX is a great truck and all, but arguably the Raptor looks better. What'd she do?
JB4 MAP 0, 6.06 seconds on the drive.
6.06 seconds stock. I don't know what Ford claims, so we'll check that and we'll throw it up on screen here, but real life conditions, what's it say the DA is? I'm gonna guess around probably 3,000 right now. 2,500 to 3,000? 2,500.
And
all right.
72 degrees out.
Well, so there's that. Let's go ahead and run JB4 MAP 4. It's nuts how these things sound just from factory here. It's so freaking loud out of a 3.5 liter V6. Well, and there you guys have it here on the Gen 3 Raptor. We shaved nearly 8/10 off the 0 to 60 time between JB4 MAP 0, JB4 MAP 4. In total today, we saw nearly 80 wheel horsepower gains and 145 wheel torque, which is totally noticeable the way you could hear that rear tire squealing off the line. He said, was that good enough? Hell yeah. All right, let's get out of here before we get in trouble. Just kidding, we're on a private course. See you.